Welcome back to your personal network interface, Malcolm. You have 0 new messages. There are 3 news items that match your preferences. Command. Bioscience Station disaster. Relaunch of Mephistopheles. New breed of salmon discovered.
The scout ship Mephistopheles, first built 2328, was relaunched yesterday after extensive upgrades. She will be assigned to map the uncharted regions of the Caracas galaxy. She is under the command of Captain Barry Chahal, hero of the Mars riots, and is to be Captain Chahal's last posting before his retirement. A spokesman for the Earth Federation Navy dismissed claims that, despite several upgrades, the Mephistopheles is outfitted with obsolete technology. He is quoted as saying, "If it was good enough in the 23rd century, it's good enough today."
The scout ship Mephistopheles. Earth date 27th July 2385. Location 11475.894.288 Caracas Galaxy. All systems running normally.
Benyatsi Croshaw presents "7 Days a Skeptic."
Sometimes I get the feeling that I don't belong here. I mean, I'm here, on the ship, surrounded by all these veterans. And I'm terrified that someone will notice me and say I'm on the wrong ship. I keep having this weird dream that I'm in a room full of people with green skin. And they just watch me, wondering what I'm doing there. And then one of the green people turns around and he's my father. Does this distress you? Not really, although I do feel kind of embarrassed. What do you think, John? What do I think? William, I think you're just letting things get on top of you. I mean, ship's physician on an exploratory scout ship. That's a pretty heavy first, boasting. No one expects you to do anything other than your job. I suppose you're right. I'm a counselor. I'm always right. Well, sorry to have barged in on you like that. Oh, don't worry. That's what I'm here for. I better get back to sickbay. Thanks, John. Hello everybody, I'm your favorite neighborhood Let's Player, SpiderMwa. I welcome you to Let's Play Blind 7 Days a Skeptic. This is the second game in the series of the Chisos Mythos, which is, as you saw, made by Benyatsi Croshaw. And it's been a long time since I played 5 Days a Stranger, so I decided to this time move on to the next game in the series, which is 7 Days a Skeptic, as I said already. So apparently we started in the future in space. Space exploration and other stuff. And I can clearly tell that some of the graphics have been upgraded, but it's still the same game and also some new stuff. As you can see there, you can put down the music, put down the sound, but I tried that already. I didn't seem to work at all. I don't know. Anyway. So let's see what we got here. I don't know anything about the controls or anything. I'm totally going blind into this, so let's see. So that is how we get to our... It pretty much seems to be the same system as before, except the inventory is a lot clearer than it was. I brought that with me from the share house I lived in while at college. It's a bit too small for people to lie down on. It's a thought that counts. So we are playing as the counselor, apparently. Why not? I'm sure gazing into space was amazing for the first people to leave Earth, but for me, it's now getting a little samey. Well, after you spend a long time in space, you would get bored with it, I guess. My desk, containing all the files on the crew and their mental well-being. Okay, can we open it? I'm finished with work at the moment. Okay. Certificates. My diploma in human psychology, and my license to practice in it in an enclosed spaceship environment. Well, that kind of makes sense, that you wouldn't need a permit or some kind of certificate to do that. After all, you would need to be, you know, trained to handle long-time service in enclosed spaces. After all, even the astronauts of today, when they go into orbit or into the space station, they do stay there for a long time. So they do need some kind of psychology evaluation from time to time, so they don't go all cuckoo in space. So that was not the inventory. That is actually how you use things. Okay. They're the seats that came with the room. Nice. Can I go into the inventory on my own, or... I guess not. What if I do put mouth on the windows? It won't reply. Can we talk to the door? It won't reply. I don't see anything interesting. Oh, man. It doesn't have the Easter egg that 5 Days a Stranger had when Trilby started to talk about his girlfriend that he had back in the day. That was kind of funny. Okay, let's go. This is ship-wide announcement. All personnel report to the conference room on the ops deck. By order of Captain Chahal.
Oh, hey, John.
Adam? What's this all about?
Beats me. Maybe something tonight.
Hopefully not. Would be a gruesome beginning. Right then, boys and girls, Red and I had a little announcement to make of something we think you all should know about.
I thought you all were already married.
Yes, very witty. Fact is, the scanners have picked up something floating in open space. Something manufactured. Serena?
Thank you, Captain. If I could draw your attentions to the tabletop. The object is constructed of a metallic alloy and seems to be rectangular in shape.
Oh, wow. First contact.
Let's not get too excited. It's more likely to be human artifact left to drift for a long time.
What else do we know about it?
It seems to be some kind of container. The right sort of size to be a cryonic escape pod. Sensors don't show any life signs inside it, though.
Did you inform High Command?
Yes, sir. They can recommend that we drop a beacon and leave it for a fully equipped research vessel.
Just a recommendation, not a direct order?
Yes, sir, but...
Adam, use the grappling claw to bring it into the cargo bay. It'll be in range for the next few hours.
Righto, Chief.
Okay. Everyone else go back to what they were doing. We'll let you know if we need any of you for anything. Just a minute, John. What do you think of this? I guess I don't know what to think till it's brought in. Yes, quite. You know, I'm going to need you there when we're examining it. No, I didn't know that. Come on, John, this is basic procedure. You should know this. This is potentially our first contact scenario. Regulations say a qualified psychologist must be on hand for first contact scenarios. Okay, sure, but I'm not sure what use I'd be. You really need to stop depreciating yourself. Adam should be done bringing it in soon. Stop by my quarters for a chat if you like. Help pass the time. Huh. Interesting. I wonder what's in the pod. I wonder what this is. So we're at operations Room 2, which is the bridge. Captain's quarters is right up there, and I did it! I wanted to look at more! Escape pod bay, conference room, games room, sick bay, concerts office, crew quarters and canteen, bridge reactor core, cargo bay, and sick bay. Alright, at the bottom floor. Okay. I'll just look at it when I need it. It denotes that this is the operations deck. Oh, good. Good. What's the black say? What does the black say? Conference room. Oh. That's where we were, and this is the captain's quarters? The bridge. Not the captain's quarters? The bridge. Let's go there. Really? This is the bridge? Actually, it's not a window. It's a sophisticated three-dimensional projection screen displaying the view from the front of the ship. Wow. This is the least high-tech bridge I've ever seen. And when you think about Star Trek, Star Wars, any sci-fi movie, it doesn't just have one console in it and a screen. There's all kinds of doohickeys and blips and beeps and buttons and lights and freaking Christmas trees. Time was, the bridge needed all sorts of computers and consoles to work the ship. Just what I said. Now you only need one. That's boring. That's very boring. It's the panel for the door for the captain's quarters with a key card slot and a doorbell. Really? He has his own doorbell. How does that work? What are you... That's Ensign Serena Langley, the helmswoman. So she's the pilot. She seemed like a nerdy girl to me. That's why I gave her a little nerdy voice, but I guess she is the helmswoman. She pilots the ship. Well, she did spot what there was, so I guess she does everything from the console, so I guess she does have some kind of a degree in engineering and other stuff. So talk to her. Serena? Oh, hello, Dr. Somerset. So her full name is John Somerset. Good to know. Very British. Well, it's made by the British guy, so I have to excuse that. But still, I gave two guys who will have American accents, while everybody else will have a British accent, because I like to jumble it up. After all, you would think that this kind of thing would be more multinational. And I don't want to do too many accents, though. That would make me feel weird. Or rather, make it complicated. Yeah, that's a good word. Make it complicated. Holiday. Is that console as complicated as it looks? Not to me. Well, then I spent 4 years learning how to use it. I see. Enjoying your work? Oh, yes, thanks. Is this your first posting? No, I was on a cargo transporter before this. This must be a bit of a change of pace. Yep. What do you think of this alien artifact business? Personally, I don't think it'll turn out to be much. It's the captain's attitude that surprises me. He completely ignored a recommendation from High Command. I know he'd feel if I ignored one of his suggestions. Overjoyed, probably. What? Nothing. What do you think of the captain? He's a nice person. But confidentially, he seems a bit unprofessional. Why is that? When he gets agitated when I call him sir. He keeps asking me to call him Barry. It's not what a captain should be like. Barry? Whenever Barry name comes up, I have to make a Resident Evil, reference. It's a thing. And the voice acting in the first Resident Evil game was hilarious, so I have to. Nothing you'd like to talk to me about? If I think of something, I know where your office is. Of course. Well, see you around. Bye. I wonder what's behind door number 2 before I go to the captain. Oh, the escape pods. interesting place for them to be right next to the bridge. You would think that they would be in a different location. Because, like, in the middle of the ship. Because that would be the fastest way to get to from everywhere. Instead of being on the bridge. I mean, somebody needs to escape from the sick bay to the escape pods. That's a long way to go. Let's ring the doorbell and go inside to meet the captain. Who is it?
It's John, Barry.
Ah, John. Do come... what's on your mind?
What do you think the object will be?
I don't want to make any assumptions yet. Personally, I hope it'll be an alien artifact. But really, I'm expected it not to be.
Pessimism is a sensible attitude. That way, you can't get disappointed.
Yeah. Not to me. To me, pessimism is a very wrong attitude. It's a very depressed attitude to go with. You cannot get disappointed, but then again, if you don't get disappointed sometimes in life, you cannot get more hopes up. You will just feel more and more miserable. Because you were expecting, yeah, that failed, yeah. Knew it. Knew what happened. I mean, is that a good attitude? It's not a good attitude. If you ask me, I'm a very positive person myself. I've got optimism out the ears sometimes. Just ask my friends if you could.
Could you remind me what our mission is?
Is playing dumb one of your psychological mind games? We're mapping out the Caracas galaxy. You know that.
Think we'll find anything interesting?
Sure, if you're a geologist.
How you feel?
Hell, I'm always content, you know that.
You're retiring after this post, right?
God, don't remind me. High Command have done so constantly over the last few months. I could have wished for a slightly more memorable final mission.
Let's just see what the future holds.
Well, apparently some kind of artifact in space, hello.
But I should get back to work.
Drop in any time you want to talk. It's not like I have much else to do.
I'm gonna go around the ship for a while, just to see if I can find the others. Other people around here. I don't see anything interesting. Let's go to... observation deck, maybe? Ah, there is somebody. Let's look at the view. Quite the observation deck. Okay, I admit it. That's pretty. There must be some kind of a nebula in the distance. Lieutenant Commander Angela Garrett is the first mate.
Should have known. The way she talked before.
Angela? Dr. Somerset? How can I help you? Do you come here often? Usually once a day. Generally before bed. I like to have a little moment to myself.
Yes.
What do you think this object will turn out to be? Probably nothing but miscellaneous space debris. I agree with the captain's actions with regard to it. Better we find out what that it is unimportant before wasting a large research ship's time.
Okay, so what do you want this object to be?
I want it to be nothing important. Federation reports say that there is no life in Caracas Galaxy. If this proves correct, we won't have to update all our records. That's a very practical attitude. Thank you, Doctor.
Nice view, isn't it?
I thought so once. But now I spend so much time in space, it loses its wonder. Now I see nothing but clusters of red giants, binary systems, nebulae, dust.
Right.
How are you feeling? I'm quite well at the moment, thank you for asking. No problems that require your professional attention.
Jolly good. Jolly good. Ah, good dinner show, lass. Suppose I should be off about my business.
Until later, then.
Jolly good, old chap. Monocle. I'm seriously, that's the most British you can ever go. Saying jolly good. I like him. I like our main character here. So we're at the communal. Design denotes that this is the communal deck. Games room. I wonder if somebody is in here. Nope. So what do we have here? Books. Some works of popular fiction for those with no sense of fun, and some board games. Are you saying that books are boring? You're a freaking nerd! Well, not all psychiatrists are nerds, but still, you're the kind of intellectual person who would love to read books. You read books to become a psychologist. Unless you read all those boring textbooks that are meant to be in school and never even touched a fictional book. Fictional books are what opens your mind to psychology. At least in my mind. What an asshole. Yes, I read books. I love books. You should read books too. I'm sure I'd be brilliant at this if we had any darts. They have a dartboard, but no darts? Go make some out of hypodermic needles. It's easy to make. Take some pages from a book, turn them into feathers, put those into the hypodermic needles. There! Darts! I'm a bad influence, aren't I? Air hockey? Through the combination of holographic and force field technology, this table can simulate snooker, table tennis, subuteo, pretty much anything. Subuteo? I don't think I know that game. A nice place to sit down after a hard evening's air hockey. So, what kind of machines do you have here? As in games. I love this game, but I can never work out what to do with the disembodied brain in a jar. Disembodied brain in a jar? I think that should be a reference to something, but I can't think of anything that would have a disembodied brain in a jar. I'll have to come back to that. Centipede. I've seen Adam play this for hours. Yeah, you can play Centipede for hours. I played it. Called the Exterminator on the Commodore 64. Of course, Commodore 64 also had Centipede, but so many clones. And the most memorable to me is Exterminator. It's the same game, just a slightly different graphics. Ah, the sick bay. Yeah, that's where he did say that he would go to. This is a therapeutic massage chair. The captain spends a lot of time here. Wouldn't you? More of a medical futon, really, than a medical bed, yeah. Dr. William Taylor, the rookie ship's physician. The rookie? So he's only just graduated? Let's talk to him. William?
Oh, hello, John.
What do you think of this alien object?
To be honest, I'm not that bothered. I'm just a physician. It won't matter to me unless someone injures themselves on it.
What are you doing there?
Just reading some scientific papers someone sent me. It's incredible what they can do with nanites these days.
Over my head, I'm afraid. How are you feeling now?
Better, I think. Talking to you helped. I would like to come and talk again in future.
Sure, just come track me down.
It's what I'm here for. I better get back to work. See you later. His hair is very blonde, if you haven't noticed. Very blonde. What's this? Counselor's office, Dr. Jonathan Somerset. That's us. No need to go there right now. There's still one more person to talk to that I saw at the, So we're gonna go to the engine deck. Quite the noisy place. So I'm guessing this is the, I think it controls the brig force field. Yeah, this is the brig. No need to go there. Anything going on out here? Holy crap. I'm reliably informed that this is what keeps the ship ticking over. I can look at the railing? That's gonna be important later on, I'm sure. Well, he's not here, I guess. It seems to be. That he's not here. Because he's not here. Okay. I don't think there's anything important for me to look at there. And goddamn, this flashing lights. Whew. I hate when the games or videos have that. Usually they do have a warning that there might be epileptic lights. I should do that in my videos. Instead of just suddenly say that there's epileptic lights in it. Plastic, of course. No real plants survive long in this stale atmosphere. Well, they could if it was to control the greenhouse. It would work. It worked in Sunshine. Have you seen that movie? Lieutenant Commander Angela Garrett, Ensign Serena Langley. Of course, the women stay in the same room. Dr. William Taylor, he has his own room. Cool. Adam Gilkenny and Dr. Jonathan Somerset. So I'm sharing the room with the engineer. Okay. I don't wonder what that room is. The door has to be opened from the keycard panel, or from within. Well, I'm gonna use the keycard. He's not even in here. I guess he's at the, docky bay. Oh, that's the toilet. Okay. It's an electronically locked storage locker. Can we open it? It requires a keycard. That's Adam's locker. Of course. Books. Some of my old psychology textbooks I like to refer to now and then. Yeah, like I said, he doesn't have real books, just textbooks. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, let's close it. Nothing in there that we need. How about this? Neither of you use this desk, but there's one in everyone's quarters. I have a much better equipped desk in my office. That was here when we moved in. A couch was already installed in the rooms. Cool. So this is the canteen. Thank you, game. Couldn't think of the word for some reason. I've almost said bar because of these stools and everything. Why do I have the key card in my hand? I don't want to use it. Cancel. Thank you. It's just a counter you sit at while eating. The seats are close together to encourage sociability and awkward moments. It's an entrance to the maintenance tunnel on this deck. I don't know where the ones on the other decks are. Could be anywhere. That's the food dispenser. It takes material from the garbage processor on the deck below and converts it into edible matter with nano machines.
Sounds delightful. I mean, seriously.
Recycling is a good thing, but that kind of recycling? Oh, count me out. But seriously, where the heck's Adam? I wanted to talk to him.
Let's go back into the flashing reactor deck.
And also, I wouldn't think that would be a good sound for a machine to make. That leads into the operator's booth for the external grappling claws. I guess I'm going in that door. I'm not allowed in there. How about this panel? That's the panel to control the cargo bay door. I guess I'm not gonna be talking to Adam anytime soon. Because he's in there, working on the arms, because the captain told him to do so. After all, you have already seen the beginning of the video, so no need to me to reiterate on things that you have already seen, and I do not know why I'm talking in this voice. Oh, let's go back. But I'm gonna leave it here, before we go and talk to the captain and say, "Do you need me now, captain, oh my captain?" And move on with the story. We're gonna move on with the story the next time. This is gonna be interesting. We got interesting characters, we got the same kind of Well, the gameplay is similar. It's the same game like the previous one, but slightly better graphics and everything. And I did like the intro. It was interesting. Very interesting indeed. And soon the story will start, and we will see what will happen. But until then, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a good evening, good afternoon, and a good morning, and I will see you all next time. How many times did I say y'all there? You all? 3 times? Better change my freaking outro. Take care, people. Bye.